wo na wadwen ya wo saa. Well, Efedre, a Ghana Speaks Extension, and of course, I welcome all listeners to Ghana Speaks Extension. And in this episode, the Frontline investigates. We zero down on this document revealing massive corruption ever hit the Fourth Republican government. Krateya da menim hei echre adea akoso ewo amemwo ahodo a aba eko ebiko ebiaba sa. How many presidents so far? Former President, late President Jerry John Rawlings, former President Kufuor, former President Atta Mills, former President John Mahama, the indefatigable Kwaku Annan. Let's begin with the President Akufo-Addo. Earlier hinted his cabinet, or if you like, gave them heads up. If any of his cabinet has intentions to make money in his administration, then better go to the public sector. Enyamena mekayo yet honi ye no. President Akufo-Addo asema okache ne cabinet na obeye obesi ni se. Wo bia wadwen ya wo se, wo pe sika bie die. Wo pe ahunye bi enya no, o se nyama ben mu a. And the President Akufo-Addo betimi aka de say mana. But whether President Ekano, whether he was conscious about what he was saying, or he was just simply saying this to whip up appetite and sentiment. You know, that politics in the Drew baby are not my sentimental, simply to take all of us along, drive all of us along. No, we are too smart enough. A DNT man penny Akufo-Addo or can't ask him which in the cabinet. Now saying Okano, take a listen to him.
I'll repeat it again. Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed. They better go to the private sector. That is where people make money, not in government. I'll repeat it again. Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed. They better go to the private sector. That is where people make money, not
in government. Also, one called private sector. In a related development now, the corrupt cases begin to confront the president, and now he's left with no choice than the shift shape approach, saying anybody who comes out with allegations must be prepared to back it with evidence. As mom and penny catcher, and I am refi. I feel it. A drew baby no minim send a new man. Send near Nyoma from so I feel to Mr. President I am frustrated. Into one time one or buy an on until Rebecca Bejana, my Rebecca Cremations no Nimas Manic Rebecca. Buy house aye. Obia, Opese, ye investigate the allegation of corruption, you must back it with evidence, and that will we not say. All the institutions in our task as day. Women investigations. We shall know here tonight. Some of these Nyama BB so say women investigate here, women they could him for. But how did the president put it? That anybody who alleges blah 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 must back with investigate. Even a makano. Mame Tiwa, Mr. President, koyi ni free watch na. Koyi mame Tiwa a free sa yoko so whatever. Pamunu free ho until so be produce free takrade girls. Other than that, I can decide to forget about this. And I'll tell you straight away. Now, Wankasa said, "Dear, me papa Martin Alamisi, Ben Kaiser Amidu, Ekanasem. Also, we a mother serpent of corruption. Yamina Mikayo sent to who's and walk. Also, we a mother serpent of corruption. Because Mamitiwa should not be there. Takra the girls, and then waiting to catch the woman. But now, President said, "Me no, yes, I am for evidence. Yen prepared to bring evidence backing our allegation. Take a listen to the president one more time.
You hear every now we're told that there is corruption in the Akufo-Addo government. Let me reassure you of one thing. Every allegation about corruption against any official member of my government will be investigated by the law enforcement agencies. Every single one. And those who make that allegation better be prepared to support it when they're making these allegations of corruption. Because nobody's going to get away with it. I am not going to preside over a government. If I don't know about it, I can do nothing about it. But knowingly, that will support corruption in our country. We need to deal with it. Every allegation of corruption that is made against any of my officials, I have given instructions to the law enforcement agencies that they should investigate each and every one of them.
This is like a joke of the century. Who's that? All cast and a drew baby no. If you know all back catch them, me and say, yen support the allegations with an oh, I want the other guy and be prepared. Hey, oh man, hey, Mr. President, hey, Jaja, wait, I say, mini paki ukweku. Hey, Jaja, Mr. President, Jai, oh boy, nyane kresa. Nyane kure. Wait, and nyane kure. Nyane kure. Ow. Yem back with evidence. Yeah, but I'm there two screens on. Mamiti wa Otina Pamono. Otina set a committee of inquiry. Nienshe how a mamiti wa oye ne juma in the Takrade girls in the episode no. Because mom say sa Takrade issue we. Instead see pam mamiti wa no mu fechire and I'm a top security chief. Mo pam no so onu go fie. Mem yemfani yeson so so dia mamo. Kopme time yedi mu be wie wa konua say yedi mu wie so. Tonight, folks, I have this report here and I'm going to go through. This report captures all the president, including President Kwaku Annan era, 7 years into government and what has happened in his government. Mimi dia me kan ye opa obetimi akoye report abekan fame ho e me challenge me wa ha mimi dia me kan no. Now yen shase sa scandals we now have been gazetted better. All of these scandals we have been gazetted, approved and gazetted. The presidents and their scandals since 1992. Yen shall free the former and late Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. Na breso. Na yen hwe nioma ye betimi capture bi. Bebre. Ye kai ye capture in Sawom Canry. Yen capture in Sawom Canry. The likes of the Kwaku Bakono ye dede wo hu ye Abacha de ben. Sika ye hu dede. State asset to president wife in Sawom Canry ye kan hwasem eboa. Maize cotton and related corruption ye kan ni na hwasem. And this is Rawlings gone. Owie ya no mampeni John Ejekum Kufuor obeteki leadership. John Ejekum Kufuor enso na bresu no enyoma you see empenifo asema me ne mo be kan ma me sesu dua ye mamo empeni se edua Kwaku Ananse okotena ase no Kwaku Ananse me Kwaku amtie edua me kotena ase no a ebu ehwe miti so no entikuma ukotena ase na wo ha wo enkotena ase enti at least all of this government way eye anyoma bi a entwetwa ye a besi Akufo-Addo abreso a ene de ye hu wo Akufo-Addo amemwo mu 7 years no I am not to expect say esi hu sa de way in that larger scale. But Kufuor Abresono Yehuden using of the state funds to renovate private residence unnamed cocoa farmer Mokai. And one a baby hotel Kufuor. Kwaku me wahi. Me I quite remember hotel Wawa Hosaga. Me Kenneth J. Kranche. Alhaji Bature. And a Wibim Kwesi Pratt. We were the front runners of this issue. Yeah. Kona kwa Ufi said me about journalism where no that time no Fantini can also no kitu. I quite remember Hotel Wawa be ye picture. And then I'm back another scandal be Richard Anane scandal be only why is it Alexander O'Brien. SAS scandal I will never forget. Many I think we're 4 journalists we suffered brutal attack. I think that time is it serious fraud office? Yeah. When Ekoba say saying Alexander O'Brien be 2 screens so na on mpinifu myself Roland Aqua Stevens of then Radio Gold Tamaklu then with the Enquirer newspaper and then Raymond Archer editor of the I think so editor of the Enquirer enemy Kwaku myself ye chase o ministry abonten so a me hu bi da asa mema we dwane ye tuto wire obi atuto wire bi tuto kwayem esrem ni mipom e de ba asem a ye koye edwuma keke o ye koye edwuma keke ye ho hinti enema PCC e wo mem ha but you see ye no the situations were dealt with even Kufuor Breso Richard Anane yankata so no yankata so so hotel Wawa me see ye na ye ko me Kenneth J. Kranche the late Alhaji Bature Kwesi Pratt and some then I think the Bernard Mona yeah and so count the front runners ni na Kwaku enye ne at the premises of Hotel Wawa we suffered the brutal attacks. And I think the Chronicle newspaper reported this. Me record the cameras ni almost say nina. And ye can this because ye jutum say nina a part of. Nye a journalist for you train the music akrebi and the whole Ghana ye per se ye didi. Ghana ye intina ne ye sir. Hotel Wawa ni free honum. Ghana at 50 and so ebae mokai reku brobe. A lot of name PC Ghana at 50. Then Castle kickback. And also Raymond Archer no Dimwa Kotino was our story. Then came privatization of Ghana Telecom. And then so yeah, and I say Ghana Telecom mo de amahwan. Telecel Now no ni ebisa mame oslo wusu parliament there. Ghana Telecom matter musu no. Yenton ye efahini esene ene Telecel they take over. The same privatization of Ghana Telecom and MPP for Mobe Kaya. MPP member of parliament Emma Esukuma Odobin Brakwa. PC appeal for it ebe release an explosive expose say members ni ya mom $5,000 e ka ho na PC for it when ye nyam biara e wo MPP na papa yi odi free abem o de koye. Then yemra KT Hammond drill ship. Now the KT Hammond say I drill ship no the one new year ediaba. Well, ye nim said ya sa anu ye na siba fire. Then ye wo fence Osafo Mafo Germany saloon loan. Mokai Kufuor time. Osafo Mafo Germany saloon loan. Eno sumpono ye hu dede pa o. Emani na BP mu say mirage. Then Richard Anane bribery scandal. Mokai enna me ka kire mo earlier no. Kwaku ye nya ho attacks. Then missing diplomatic passport at the foreign ministry under the leadership of why Owura Akufo-Addo. Some missing passport wonu Akufo-Addo ya na wo ye president wono na no wo hye. How many diplomatic passport and Mr. President, with the greatest of respect, would you give us figures? Answer na yewie na yemra the Golden Chains Awards. And the awards be the Volta of the Vulture said ni no mu chiche bi magana for. And sana the last one Osafma for MC Milan not for sale school textbooks mote ni na ye ka ho asem. Yemra Ora former and late Atamels yon pen ho asem wo fa pen ho asem fantefo ye mpeska sa o te ya no mo se fantini de ni yeye no ebeche eno no fantini de eja akonu school we university graduate ye peni edwum peni onya na fridge ba kon ne car ba kon ne kwesi pra be se bungalow ba kon no tim ne yere ne ma ko ne be mpo house a Fantifo let's eat big money, but they always want to do things with the book. Fantis and airways and gas, any miradies are. Opa mon check it. Fantis, airways, gas. They are always with the book. I'm telling you guys. One more year industrious, baby, unlike ye animal, yeah, and you can't say Habana Sephone, and only you can't Santifono. Yeah, hard work, industrious, pesika, always. Nyane born is wo, Sano Yankupon Chicha Maye. And who is there? Atamas, the end of the bit me a carny a Wyoming cash, and then who goes war battle. At least, ye Muka, Wyoming. Yet now quas and Dibia me a cancer. And Sana, yes, Samba near there. Sada, guinea fowls. And as you can't we saying the boss war. Now Yamro John Dramani Mahama Victoria Hammer $1 million target ye nedi. Anya ne dia me beken emu me se ye den ye nedi. Victoria Hammer wo mu yi no edi. Me se wo mu ye den wo mu eyi no owura Mahama oyi no edi. Uyino Eddie. Then Yemra Bass Brandon. Bass Brandon also Eddie and see ye. Very few minister nidin, but I think say Mameno or Yeden or resign. Even though the report just said there was nothing like so will be a perpetuity CKB and I said, but what the woman should do is at the end or the Akunya to her. I am expecting to see some in the government of NPP. Led by Akufo-Addo led government. Obi emfa na nedwuma to ho no nto wirim. Dr. Opuni's fertilizer contract. Opuni ehin no wo sisi a. Dr. Opuni ogina asem dibia meaning say asem ni yedi. Yes ah. Ye wie yo. Omugusu di case no. Then Kwesi Nyantechi GFA Brazil saga. Ye na yenim. Mo de na football administration mo me bi ekoduro. Yeah. Mo twen Kwesi Nyantechi e wa abo so. Gu nanim ase poto. Ye nde ebeye. Courtesy Anas are emeya. Anas. Mugu papa ye nim ase poto. And then we say the football na nwen nese. And that's all African nations games here ekosumpo. Hwe de aye. Hwe South Africa are draw every eyimu oko. Emrantie no a wonomo omo ride cycle no. Cycle na say government etimi mo cycle ni bi no there be Minister of Sports eti baby akoto size 36 e de abre obi a ohye sen size 40 o sen. Ebiom bicycles no mu use no e your mom bicycle yet minister no enam abonten e ye dede. Afi yemra de G na di nada e jida eno na na me ne Elvis e free ankra ye ne mokai Elvis the report kese beto ha say unknown to all of us says jida e kopie say there was a committee at so a wo ye investigation. Many of the companies omo ewura sa jida scandals were surcharged and then the money were ye GCK bebre efro mo as some of the companies in so you collapse. Or the reports na by I'm the chair mo ha very voluminous. And so we are waba isophoton deal and okoko wie sen. Suba and also and then DKM saga. Later, one back catcher says DKM no former President John Mahama and then Mami Ludina Omodia. Now let me do this with you guys. Why am I bad? Say, I would expect President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. I don't want to go to Rawlings and the rest. No, because if Frizo say see ya minimum ka say ahana caveat neda. President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo should be able to hold John Mahama after 3 years, because the constitution literally says President in Oba no obedia di wia. The only time I bet to the president na court no am fear me and I bet to the president na court. Now, what President Akufo-Addo and the ND's MPP you told us to believe are some of the stories here, Maboboswe. Why haven't you taken John Mahama to court? Ibisamo. Why haven't you taken John Mahama to court? Up to now, John Mahama has a contested. Should I believe this? Many of us were fooled into accepting all of this. Now, may try whether President John Mahama is able to sail through 2024 elections. Mr. President Mahama, wasobeshi. Should I say, what become a bontenda? Now, last week, we say, Oba, all the corrupt cases in Ghana, you are going to investigate it. Mr. President, Munshe ne Kwaku mankotam John Mahama tape. Amadachi bi. Na manfa maybe sa asem ne Kwaku. Mobaka say, hey, wanu no wakobo musio because we can't ho. One of the things that has disturbed, militated, and destroyed the moral fiber of the Fourth Republic is our inability to make a checklist. The same benchmark, use it, arrest them, jail them, prosecute them. Failure to do it, now bear continuity. Just as democracy is what? Continuity. So, into what I'm expecting President Akufo-Addo to have done is by this time, all and someone mukafa John Mahama suba I so and so forth whatever Gina di da and all this in some way hold John by this time John Mahama is busy. Is that what we are seeing? Where DNA at least one of you be DKM I'm gonna say a nedia you see na maintain one review yet to memu ha yet didn't na be propaganda yet you need evidence. And Timon said, someone to me prosecute John Mahama, I cannot believe the things there. No, I don't. A break a kreyake, my influencer, President Vincent Adodankwa Akufo-Addo na memwom. Ah, no, unwie you. Now, I'm sure some make kind one sheet pe. Ono kwa ne de na saying 2, 3, and 4. 4 sheets. 4 sheets we. Wednesday, ye bebem. Friday, now, here we can talk about Adodankwa Akufo-Addo's list of 100 scandals in a space of saying 7 years down the line. Number 1, we are talking about the PDS fraudulent deal. 2, $10 million wasted on Cocoa Rose audit report. 3, 4.5 million AFCON profligate expenditure and also that minim baby a kuku wiye. Ministry of Finance pays 1 million to Crow Associate for no work done. Auditor General and also that 12 top state infrastructure design sole sourced to one firm. And also at the minimum came na Ghana for it was reported in the news. We are here to re-echo and ask what has become of it. 6, 283 million Ghana cedis paid in judgment debt. 7, 3 million Ghana cedis renovated warehouses defective. Appointment of Kwame Owusu Iceman as board chairman for GRA after installing 11 ACs in 2-bedroom facility. So our case in Ekowie saying we are asking all these questions. 9.6 billion Ghana cedis lost to corruption since 2017. $17,000 US per hour private jet hired by president to tour the world. McMenu fingered in $1.5 billion US MP's deal. Sa case no ekowie saying. We are asking all these questions, so Mr. President, these are scandals. We need further and better particulars. We just want give us a heads up. Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company increases allowances by 400%. Mami Francis is here. 13. Minister of State at Presidency busted over bribery attempt on Star FM. Journalists over Galamsey expose. Then Yabaha. NHIS diverts 17 million Ghana cedis into private investment company. So case, and what's make we saying 3.9 million Ghana cedis to buy condoms. And who case we saying 16. Appointment of MD for non-existent Kita Sea Defense Port. Militant train at Presidency Annex, Osu Castle. Presidential staffers caught on video over Galamsey bribes. Fight at GNPC between CEO and board chairman Freddie Blay over procurement. Sa case in Israel. Mokai, na nu ya nimpo de san be news. Ghana included in European Commission dirty money list. Ministry of Health anti-snake serum procurement breaches. Sa case in so call saying Ayawaso West Wagon by elections 10 war zone. Sa white paper no ye white paper no mo asem no mo de aye adwuma na. $12 million US worth of fertilizer for planting for food and jobs missing. Government trays Aisha Huang for Chinese loan. And then there are most of the Aisha Atum. Government busted in $12 million US Oslo consulate deal. 18,000 US entertainment allowance for sanitation minister. Mamefa winning count nafi ya de anwesi ho. $12.5 million US sole source contract for blood distribution drones. Presidential staffers list increases from 998 to 1,614. 279,585 missing at Bon Kantamansu Municipal Assembly. Sa case, and what's some equity saying? $14 million US blown by Ministry of Tourism over capacity building. So equity saying, Mr. President. Iyoko official suspended for calling on President Akufo-Addo to prosecute his own corrupt officials. Mokai, Iyoko boss ko catch President Akufo-Addo so on one prosecute the officials. Ade chia yeyi no edi. Yeyi no edi. 2-bedroom residence renovated at 1 million Ghana cedis by GMA, Ghana Maritime Authority boss Kwame Owusu, now board chairman for GRA. Ghana Maritime Authority boss blows 700 Ghana cedis per head on lunch in a day. 1.5 million Ghana cedis rot uncovered at EPA. So case no, and what's we saying? PMMC board adjust allowance upwards. Ghana travels with the largest delegation to UN conference. So case no so called saying. Government distributed expired food items to flood victims. A Sojaman DC buys 1,850 printer for 16,000 Ghana cedis. Over 600,000 liters of bust contaminated fuel disappears. Mokai, Saki is way. moving pina. Adia chinya ya exonerate. Yes. Board chairman of Auditor General Department violating procurement processes. Government lies over destruction of 10,000 hectares of farmlands under planting for food and jobs. Solar DC awarding contract to himself. And also, Mark was saying, JNPC buys 7.5 million United States dollars property from CEO's former company. When your friend Robin Peter to pay Paul. Government destroys bungalows of judges in anticipating of raising funds to build National Cathedral. Government restores quota system in nursing training institutions through backdoor. CEO of Forestry Commission fingers in Galamsey. Adwa Safu takes $8,500 US from NHIA for US trip. And Moka Kosi saying NHIA blows $62,000 on government communicators. 697 million Ghana cedis squandered in 2017 by Ministry of Finance. And Flagstaff House guards busted in robbery and rape. And NAPCOP excluded from port checks. And then Gifty Clenham blows $93,000 on clothing allowance. Gifty Clenham blows $132,000 on rent. Peter McMenu in conflict of interest at GPHA as wife is handed juicy contract. And the last one. GFA Nyantechi solicit 8 million bribe for Akufo-Addo. Sa case we investigated through saying on one kasa air can and wasem and yes sir me dey mo be see her. Oyankop nya adomo a Wednesday. Meba beto so we epistles according to us. Mama can message kan na me time cross on say greetings. We need people like you to serve this country. I am a PIM Youth President. Okay. We also say hi, Kwaku. I like the good work you are doing. Keep it up. Our leaders, they love.